Greetings, my name is Janet, and in this presentation, we will be talking about the MJIT Laboratory Booking System, also known as LMS, which is presented to you by the Tiny Lens. So, in this presentation, let us first go over what are we going to be talking about. The first will be about project, the second will be about the group members, the third will be about purpose and scope, and of course the fourth one will be about the design prototype. So let's get right into it. About our project, LMS is actually designed in terms of making this booking for laboratory sessions, but we have increased the scope a little bit more in order to actually make it a user-friendly portal via an application, a mobile app, that will be used to actually be used as a centralized storage for also capturing data that was done during laboratory sessions by members who have been using the laboratory, and also as a booking system. So you can think of it as this seamless and efficient process for managing laboratory activities. So for group members, we have 5 of them. First is me, Janet, as the project manager. We have Akasha as the system analyst. We have Moaz as the system analyst, Noreen as the system designer, and Noriman as the system designer as well. So next, in terms of purpose, this system actually aims to improve on the previous system that was made by MJIT. So previously, MJIT actually had a lab booking system as well, but it was manual. So our goal in this application is to make it more automatic. So instead of registering to the lab assistant and booking a lab manually and having to email them and go through this sort of tedious process, instead you can just go directly via this application. So in terms of scope, our application actually has 4 main use cases. So first, it is to actually sign up for an account under MJIT, and then to actually upload data. Fourth is to retrieve data. So upload and retrieve data is actually in terms of laboratory results. People who wish to upload their data that they have gotten through the experiments that they have done in the laboratories, and then retrieve them at a later date instead of asking the laboratory system to send it to them via email. Alright, and of course the fourth one will be lab booking. Apologies for the flickering. So in terms of lab booking, it will be you could register which exact date you would like to book the laboratory, as well as how long the sessions are for. So that is about it for the overall summary of what the project is about. I will leave it to my other group members to explain in more detail about the application. Thank you.
Hi, so next we move on to the design prototype. So we have 4 total of use cases, and we are going to go through each one by one. And the first user case is UC001 on our project is user registration. As the doctor and the audiences can see on the screen, so first, this will get the front page, where the user will be needed to whether sign up or log in into the system. They whether can continue by typing the Gmail of their own, or maybe they can just continue to Google right away. And then they also have the option whether to they want to put the remember me for the person. So every time they log in into this website, they will automatically be able to skip this whole process. And if just in case the user forgot the password, the user can also click on the forgot password, and they will be redirected to their own Gmail to make a new password. And the user can just type in like normally and can enter into the website. But just in case if the user is new to the platform and required to sign in, the user can click on the don't have an account sign up. And once the user click on it, they will be redirected to the next page as shows on the screen. So the user will have to enter their first name, the user have to enter their last name, their email, the birth date, and also the phone number, and also set up their password. And then they can sign up. Or whether they can have another option, they can sign up using their Google account. And then once everything is set up, the user already signed up, it will be redirected to the final page, which is your account has been created. And the user is prompted to click anywhere on the screen, and then will be redirected to the front main page. And that's it. And then once all of this have been set up, the users are already logged in, they will come across to the dashboard. And at the dashboard, they have a three option whether they can click on a lab booking, they want to upload their data, or maybe they want to retrieve their data. And that is for the UC001. Hope it is clear. And then we move on to the next use case.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurin. So today I'll be explaining on the lab booking part. So first of all, you need to of course log into the system. After you log into the system, you need to navigate onto the lab booking part. So after you log into the lab booking part, the first thing you would see is a calendar. So you need to choose your desired dates, and afterwards, after you're done choosing, you just press the next button. So after you choose the next button, there will be time slot, of course, and you need to scroll up and down to see the time, and you can choose your time, and afterwards you just press the next button. So the next page you will see is the labs. So there will be an arrow pointing down, so just press the arrow and you can see selection of labs. So you can choose your desired lab that you want, then you press you're done. So that is all, but that is if your dates and time and also lab is available for you, then they would send you a confirmation at your email, and also they would notify you in the app. But if it's not available, then you might need to, the system will notify you that your date and time or maybe lab is not available for you. So what you need to do is just you need to select the time, the dates, and the labs again. So that is all for the lab booking part, and that is all for me. Thank you.
So our next use case will be data upload, in which the customer is going to upload the file, and the system is going to check it, and the flow goes on. So let's begin with it. The condition for this one will be a valid customer must be logged into our LMS system through the correct credentials. And then let's move on to the flow of the process. The process begins with the customer logging into the system, and then the customer selects the file upload option, and then the customer uploads the file, and in the backend the system checks whether the file is correct or not, and then it shows the message to the customer of the confirmation. Next we go to the alternative flows, where the system is going to check about the file. In this, if the file already exists in the system, the customer will receive a message of an error where the system will pop up as file already exists in our system, and it will give the customer an option to re-upload the file, re-upload another file, a new file, or to go back. Next we go to the exemption flow, where we will see the system checks the file. If the file does not meet the validation criteria, it returns to the customer as a pop-up message, in which it tells the customer that the file has an error and the file cannot be accepted. So the customer needs to check the file again or re-upload a different file which will meet our criteria. If everything is well, the system checks the file is okay, it does not exist, it's a new file and it meets the validation criteria, then the customer gets a confirmation message showing that the file is confirmed, file is uploaded, and the system works back normally. So the file is stored in the data, and the customer receives the confirmation message. This way the system also confirms the customer. So the customer can confirm about his or her wrong file or existence of previous file, and confirmation of the new file that has been uploaded. That's all with this use case.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Nuriman bin Yusni, and today I'm going to talk about data retrieval interface for the lab management system. First, The user logs into the lab management system by using his IDs or emails. Then, the user searches the data by using the search bars. The system displays a list of the matching files. If the data is not found, then a message is also displayed. If it's actually found, then user can select the files to download. The system begins the process of download. If there's an error, then an error message will be displayed. The process will be cancelled. If it does continues, then the file is downloaded into the user's device.